So this is weird and disturbing. My whole crystal journey got started with amethyst and amethyst bracelet breaking. I was just going to try it. I was like, spiritual protection. It sounds good. I'll get some amethyst. And I put it on and it broke. And the next day, something bad happened to me. So this time it's happening with another crystal. It happened the first bracelet I made. The first bracelet I made with this crystal snapped and exploded. And they all went everywhere. It happened, and I've made bracelets before that and made bracelets after that. And it's this one, right? And I've looked at them closely. I studied pictures of real aventurine, and it's this one's definitely real. It's a real crystal, but the second one snapped too. I can't get over that. I lost 2 beads. 2 beads. I was able to find all of them except the last 2. 2 are still missing. I don't know where they are. I just thought that was so freaking weird. Why is my why are my flipping crystals fucking breaking? The adventurine? It's supposed to be luck and opportunity. So my luck and opportunity bracelets are breaking. It's not a first one was like protection, right? My protection bracelet broke and something bad happened to me. Luck and opportunity. I'm getting those bracelets breaking. I don't know what it is. I've built rose quartz fine. I've built obsidian fine. I've built amethyst fine. I've built rainbow hematite fine. Angel aura quartz fine. I built all these fine. The one that breaks is aventurine. Why? It broke twice. So, yeah, hopefully leaving this vlog one day I'll have an interesting answer for what I think that was. I don't know what that was. Luck and opportunity snapping twice? Twice? Yeah, the first one I made, as I tried to put it on, it broke and beads went everywhere. And I collected them and did it again. And then I was like, my other arm needs one. I was like, this stone is cool. I want to get one for my other arm. And as I build it and put it on, it breaks again. So I don't know what it is. I really have no idea what it is. It's got me a little worried. This bird is looking at me hunched down. It's an orange bird. I don't know. Maybe it's fake. Maybe that's it. It looks real to me, but maybe it's a convincing fake, right? Maybe that's what the news is. I have my blue tiger's eye I've been playing with. That stuff is real. That stuff is really cool looking. Blue tiger's eye is fucking impressive looking. I've got real kyanite coming too. I've also got this turquoise mixed with this spiny seashell and copper. I've got these they're kind of expensive beads, but yeah, it's a weird blue. It's a blue with copper. So I was thinking of that as a nice balance to the tiger's eye. Again, I wear these for for the physical effects. I don't really think it's oh, crystal bead guy. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really trying to do it to look cool or anything, but I definitely I thought the amethyst was bizarre. Yeah, to tell my amethyst story again. The amethyst bracelet broke. The same spot the next day, something bad happened to me. I spent years just kind of I moved on. I was I guess I don't need amethyst, you know what I mean? And then one day I was thinking about it. I was I'm going to order 2 new amethysts to me. Because the first one was too small. That was the problem. So I got a beading string and I ordered 2 new ones and I was going to cut them. This is before I found the bulk people, the people who they'll sell you 90 or 100 of them or whatever, so you can make your own. Because just the basic ones they sell are too small for me. So yeah, and then the bracelets couldn't get to me. The 2 amethyst bracelets were delayed in transit, and then they said they can't deliver it, which is really weird to an Amazon locker. Usually when you order to an Amazon locker, it always gets there. Right. But this was the one time they're we can't deliver this. This is impossible to deliver. Sorry. And so, yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know why that was. So, and then this stuff broke twice, but just for my aventuring. Why? Luck and opportunity snapping twice? It didn't just break once. That stone in particular broke twice. So maybe it's something functional, like the people who made it, maybe that stone's cut is rough, and when you're first putting it on, you're gonna stress it. I was able to make them a second time. I was able to do it right, I guess. So both bracelets I was able to fix, but yeah, I'm missing some beads in the floor of my car. I was able to find all of them but two. I just think that's so weird. Like, you can't have your fucking adventuring work. So it's about luck and opportunity. Maybe what's the message? No luck, no opportunity. I guess the message is like bad luck, no opportunity. I don't know. Or maybe it's like the opposite of luck and opportunity is bad luck, a bad opportunity. So I don't know. But yeah, the day I was like, okay, so the amethyst was, not only did the amethyst break and something bad happened to me, but the time I tried to repair it and get my own amethyst, get a new amethyst, the shipment was like stopped, right? Maybe it's some like evil government force deliberately. They know like if he gets amethyst, he can protect himself, and we don't want him to get protected, so fuck him, right? So what I did is I drove to a crystal store and I bought some amethyst. Dang it, I dropped my magnet. And that amethyst, maybe it was my knot was bad. I'm usually pretty good with knots, but yeah, weird. So I drive to a crystal store and I buy an amethyst. And then that day, 3 people come up and start talking to me. People never talk to me at the gas station, ever. And suddenly I'm driving up and I've got 3 at once. I was like, what the fuck? The next time I went out, people started talking to me. So something had happened, right? Something had happened. And I think it was the amethyst protected me, that whatever bad spell I had been put under, whatever hater I have, be it a demon, Satan, or a man, probably a man, right? Because I get it looked like real amethyst. Yeah, it's got like the imperfections and stuff. But it was too small for my wrist. My wrist was too big. So, yeah. Because I'm kind of a big guy, I've always kind of like wanted a smaller woman, just because like the opposite traits that I have. So like fairer, thinner, prettier, better in the hair department. Nobody who has to shave in secret, you know what I mean? So it's like if I'm big naturally, like a thick boy, right? Then if I wanted to balance that, I'd get someone who was like more lithe. And that's like for considered breeding. But I'm also thinking about like tall women too, because it's like you want kids that have stature. It affects people psychologically, right? So anyway, I don't think about kids often. I do think about like romance sometimes, or used to. But anyway, yeah. The day I put the amethyst on, 3 people come up and talk to me, which hadn't happened in years, right? I used to be like a traveling car person. I never had people come up to me at gas stations talking to me. I didn't change my car or my getup at all, right? I was unbathed. I had, all my stuff, like all my weird stuff all over my car. But that day it was like I was wearing amethyst. Yeah, the dude right across from me, this woman from across the way, she had a question. It happened all at once, right? And the person behind me, there was an open pump he could have used, and instead he got right up to my bumper and just waited, right? He could have easily driven around and used an open pump, but they just stayed right behind my car. So yeah, that was different, right? And then the next time I went out too, somebody talked to me. So Yeah. Wearing that amethyst like changed my life, and that's how I got into crystals. I was like, this is crazy. So yeah, the next one, the obsidian didn't break. Obsidian protects against like negativity, right? The rose quartz didn't break. The other amethyst didn't break. Rainbow hematite didn't break. Opalite didn't break. Not the opalite, the angel ore quartz. The titanium electroplated quartz that turns like freaking rainbowy. That didn't break. The aventurine broke twice, right? That's interesting. It was a triple knot. It was a tight triple knot. So maybe you gotta maybe if you do a homogeneous square knot, it doesn't get tight enough. I don't know. But yeah, it's really weird for that stuff to break putting it on. So aventurine, what would that be? Like amethyst is like protection. It's a good protection stone. But the green one breaks? What's that for? It's supposed to be luck and opportunity. So what's unlucky and a bad opportunity? Maybe my life. Obviously complaining about the government and the economic hooks. That might be part of it. So yeah, it broke freaking twice. The only one too. The only one I strung that broke twice was aventurine. Green. I don't know. I don't know what that was. It's a mystery to me. It seems like it's continuing the sign that I'm going to realize. It does seem like, kind of my thinking is that if the breaking of it is due to a bad jinx, right? If a bad jinx or a bad hoax is the reason it breaks, then by forcing myself to wear it, I will eventually undo the negative spell, right? It's like how wearing amethyst made people come up and talk to me again. I was always, my whole life, I was always the one to open every conversation. No one ever started talking to me first. I was always the first one to talk to them, and I just had accepted it. The one exception was Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck started talking to me first. Poor guy. No, he went to Pedo Island. Fuck Ben Affleck. You can't fuck his. Like, I'm with it. Like, they like you. You're their favorite person. They want to hang out with you. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Good for you, right? You have to cut baby boys to do that. You freaking do it on an island with people who are basically victims or like sex trafficked. Yeah, I'm really against that. Should not be cutting baby boys to artwork little girls. Should not be doing that. We aren't your cattle, right? Well, this one's holding. I'm not having any break. Maybe it was the knot was bad. I just fixed this one's knot. I don't want to show you what it is. It's a secret. God, I love this thing. I've got this magnet on my car for like someone's phone, and it's perfect for scissors. It's just right there. So anyway, my daddy's decoration is back. Yeah. So anyway, the aventurine broke twice. That's really weird. Obsidian didn't break. Amethyst didn't break twice. Made 2 amethyst bracelets. Made 2 rose quartz bracelets. Those didn't break. But what broke was the aventurine. Twice. Luck and opportunity. I feel some mental peace talking about it. But yeah, I mean, like, when I finally got the amethyst on, it was clear like the amethyst bracelet broke. A dude, right, did something bad to me. So it's obviously men are my enemy. I mean, it's easy to figure out. What gender are you? Well, the people who hate you are more likely to be your gender because you vie for the same women, you vie for the same social respect. It's about that, like, turfing, right? It's about turfing. So it's interesting. I had tied some bones up in pink, and this person has done an identical tie in green. So, yeah. I guess maybe I'll know what it's talking about one day, but I guess maybe you will, or history will know what I was talking about. Yeah, why did my adventurine bracelet break twice? Are they fake? That could be it. I'm going to add these beads to some of my drops, so I'm sure if you find it, like, looks like adventurine, it's glass or whatever, then it'd be like, yeah, that's what it was. They were breaking because it was letting me know it wasn't real. Maybe. I studied the real stuff, and it's got some imperfections that look real. Like, aventurine sometimes has dark speckles, and then sometimes it also has, like, it has some natural looking imperfections. So, who knows? But maybe it's something else. Maybe it's something tied to my life, right? Like, luck and opportunity. It's known as the luckiest stone, and it broke twice. What is that message? What is that message? I honestly don't know, but I'm curious. The amethyst, something bad happened the next day, but amethyst is about protection. This stone is not about protection. Yeah, it's going to get rainbowy up here. I don't care if it looks weird. It's going to be like, after that amethyst experience, I'm sold. Yeah, it's like, amethyst bracelet broke, something bad happened to me next day. I tried to order amethyst to me. It wouldn't arrive. Weird, right? If it's for, like, psychic protection, if amethyst does psychic protection and you can't get amethyst delivered to you, that's a bad omen, right? It would explain a lot of ill luck. And then I get it on my wrist, and suddenly people are talking to me out of nowhere. 3 people are talking to me out of nowhere. The fuck is that? So that's that story. And since then, I've been like, okay, other crystals. Yeah. I've got cool ones coming. I've got a really cool, like, high quality labradorite coming. It's expensive, but it's like a really, really nice, double A quality from a reputed gem distributor. They don't call things AA that aren't AA, you know what I mean? They mean it's, like, pretty good. So hopefully those are really nice. I'll be getting those delivered tomorrow, so I'll pick them up Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I'll be here all tomorrow, and then Thursday morning I'll head out and refuel and come back. So, yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know what it was. My adventuring broke. Twice. It's not a protection stone, it's a stone of luck and opportunity. Maybe emotional healing, father energy. Yeah, I could imagine the male energy and, like, circumcision. Yeah, what's a breaking bracelet like? It's like having your fucking foreskin ripped off, right? That's a fucking similarity. Ooh, these 2 birds right close together. I guess that's what it was. Yeah, life's about love for some people, but for some people, love is torture, right? It's like the government was so interested in making sure it had virgin girlfriends that they were willing to rape baby boys. That's bad luck. That's some bad fucking luck. That's why it's like, how dare you fucking make suicide illegal? You should be able to. You're born with, like, a major problem like that? Yeah, the government raped you with a knife, so now fucking love itself hurts. You ought to be able to kill yourself. Like, yeah, revenge keeps me going. That I want to see the government pay for what it did, you know. So that's why I'm really angry with, like, celebrities like Jon Stewart. He's complicit. Like, what's his name? Stephen Colbert went to Pedo Island. Matt Damon went to Pedo Island. Like, all these people are just like straight up pedophiles. And they're all complicit in the cut baby dicks off thing. Anyone who says they love Israel, like Jon Stewart, he's complicit. If you're Jewish, that means you circumcise babies, right? You got told there's a magic cult that worships the creator, and you think it's real, and it's really just like a government con game to get people circumcised. So, yeah, it's bad. So yeah, it's like bad luck and bad opportunity. That probably is what it is. Circumcision. Yeah, this bug just landed center. Yep, that's what it was. Yeah, it's about circumcision. Yeah, I wish I had a life for like love, to be able to like meet a woman I like and have kids, but you're the slaves of pedophiles. It's probably not a good idea, right? So it's like, what am I gonna do with love? Fucking art. I'm gonna listen to music and wait to die. That's really what it is. And it's the fucking greedy government's fault. You are greedy. You want to be with the women that want to be with you. That's fine. You're gonna cut baby boys and abduct girls to a private island so you can have some fucking ha 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 time. That's what men do. Men savagely betray each other and basically use women like property, right? Like you're a thing, right? So yeah, that's exactly what those breaking bracelets was, getting your fucking foreskin ripped open. Yeah, they hammer a nail through your dickhead, and then they fucking cut the flesh off, and it's a brutal procedure. And I went through it. When I went through it, I was unanesthetized. I was freaking just conscious. You'll see babies that are happy and content, and you'll see babies that are crying, mournfully wailing the whole time. And it's not because they're bad babies. It's because they're fucking being tortured with knives. Hey, those politicians want to have virgins. They start wars on purpose to kill the men. They want the men. They want the boys occupied with school, and they want the men going off to die because they're going to make all the babies. They don't give a fuck about you. So, and that's what the creator made. The creator's like, that's great. Wow. You mean everyone gets raped so a few people can party? That's what the creator does. Creator loves that one. Yeah, don't trust a ghost without a body to take care of us. They won't. Fuck God. God's a piece of shit. The creator is trash. You ever see Squish a Bug? Squish a Bug. That's how easily your life comes to ruins. Right? You don't have anything. So, yeah. But what I have is a compelling true story and the ability to extract revenge. So I do have a bunch of red stones coming. I haven't been using red at all. My blue sweets is about to happen. My 2 strands of kyanite, my 2 strands of blue tiger's eye, and my strand of spiny ocean shells mixed with copper, which is like a really cool, it's like an artisan one, and it looks pretty awesome. That is going to be like the centerpiece of my neck piece. And so, yeah, and then the red ones are going to come after that. So hopefully the red ones are like a little weaponized. I got pyrite coming too, but yeah. Luck and opportunity. Yeah, if the green energy has to do with like fatherly energy, yeah, my life is ruined. When it comes to being I hate my parents. What a bunch of fucking idiots. My parents were trash. They were really trash. My parents sucked. My life was really dry, really boring. Yeah, everything was clean, but they never said anything. They couldn't touch anybody, and all they had were demands, right? All they had were demands. They were very cold. I got hugged by my parents like once every few weeks. It was not like this like close touch family. You're more likely to get smacked, right? So, and some people like that. To me, you're smart if you quit. If you live through that and you go, well, now I'm going to do it to my kids, you're a fucking dumbass. You're literally worthless. You should just quit and blame the government who are slavers. The government did it. Like, the government likes sex with virgin girls, just like you like eating cows. The government likes fucking young women. All right. And that's where the Heavenly Father and the Word of God come from, not the creator of the universe. The creator of the universe doesn't care if that's what you do to each other. So, yeah, that's what the adventuring was. I had enough signs come back that that's exactly what it is. It's that bad luck, bad opportunity. Oh, you want love? Not with that dick, you're not. Right? Not on this planet. So, it's like, all I got is the wait to die. That's all I have. One day I'm gonna fucking perish, and that's gonna be the best day of my life. So, yeah. Fuck the government. Fuck Bill Clinton. Fuck Donald Trump. They're just they are pedophiles. They rape kids. They rape baby boys so that little girls are virgins so they can rape them. They are pedophiles. I got no problem with she likes you a lot and wants to hang out with you. Good for you, right? You're clearly like really crossing some massive lines, right? Unfortunately, the supporters of Dingledore are just in it to win. They don't care. Oh yeah, he's a pedo. Who cares? I'll never admit I'm wrong because it's about fucking winning. So, yeah, 26. Yeah, that's what happened too. When my second bracelet broke, I looked up at the time. It was 1616. 26. It was 1616. When I ordered the pyrite, I was thinking in my life of switching from love to money, like abandoning the quest for love altogether. Like, good stable relationships, probably not, and just focusing on making money, because the good relationships and love is probably impossible with a ruined dick in a shitty society. Yeah, but making money, I could do that. There's enough slaves making useless shit that I could fucking squelch all my pain with fucking bullshit. So yeah, it's not that the adventuring's fake. I think it's real adventuring. I think it's that I'm unlucky, is that you get circumcised, whole life no love. You got circumcised by people who want love so much they're willing to castrate babies. And castrationing. They're willing to castration babies so that they can get more virgin girlfriends and wreck the economy to kill boys. Poor girls will always suck your dick for money. Rich girls won't. If everyone's poor, you printed yourself a bunch of money. Oh, now he's the king. Now he can get any woman he wants because he's got a palace and room. Like, why do these people need houses with 1,000 rooms? It's because they can fill them with wives. That's why. That's the thinking. They can have sex all the time. Fuck you, right? And that's what they do. Watch guys fight over bitches. They don't like each other. They don't care. As soon as guys are fighting over women, it's to the death and it's disrespectful. They don't give a fuck about each other, right? And that's the government to baby boys. The government does not care about baby boys at all. Keep your hands off the girls and do the fucking work, and I'll kill you in a war I started. That's what America did. That's USA. So, USA is trash. The one thing fair to them is they're all trash. Every single Russia is trash. Fucking Brazil's trash. Fucking Europe is trash. China's trash. And all comes down to that ruling class likes virgin girls, and that's where the lying comes from. It's like World War I, World War II. Do you really think the whole world got sucked into World War due to Archduke Ferdinand? Or do you think it was they were like, kill them all? Make those boys slaughter each other. While they're off dying in a trench, I'm gonna freaking collect the girlfriends to the bunker. Which is what it really was. So yeah, my 2 green adventuring breaking. Not only does it represent luck and opportunity, but green represents like the male emotional energy, the fatherly energy, which is wrecked for me. My dad was a POS I did not look up to. My dad was an old, ugly idiot who sucked. He sucked. Didn't like him, right? I remember him crying one day, nobody likes me. He's like, yeah, because you do shitty things. You do shitty things to the rest of us, right? You're not supposed to like circumcise your kids and beat them and have them go, "Oh, dad is the best." Literally never. We're never going to say that. We hate you. So yeah, my dad's problem was he listened to the government and the church. He just was a slave. He was a fucking moron. Um, so yeah. So my father, and I'm not a dad myself. I will never have kids. I wouldn't do this place to them. You just do you think people out there are like, oh, I wish I looked like this? And the thing is, before you laugh, I probably hate you more. Like, you can laugh at a person who hates himself and wants to die, but guaranteed when it comes to his opinion of you, he thinks you're fucking garbage, right? I know a lot of people who had kids who shouldn't have, who are quite frankly ugly and stupid, and it's like, well, it's just what you do. You're a moron. You're literally moron is you didn't have a clue, and so you did stupid all over, right? It didn't work for you, so you gave it away. You're a moron. Moron. Moreon. Yeah, I know how you spell moron, but it's like, let's continue some bullshit that didn't work. Like, we don't have a clue what's happening, and you don't. So, yeah, that's why my green aventurine broke. It probably didn't have to do so much with luck and opportunity and like a money or like work sense, but it probably had to do with it. Definitely. Maybe it did. Right? It's pretty unlucky and bad opportunity. Hey, you get to be circumcised. That's bad luck and not an opportunity. That's a fucking curse. That's why the Bible says, bless those who curse you. It's not because it's deeply moral. It's because they're cursing you. It's because literally the people who are cursing you, they want you to fucking not get back. Right? It talks about forgiveness. All the religions talk about forgiveness and non-anger because they all do genital mutilation, which the bots who fucking live on Facebook don't ever know. They'll never, the bloodstained men will never acknowledge circumcisions for virgin girls. No, you never say that. That's the forbidden knowledge. So, yeah. Both my green aventurines broke, and it's exactly try to put it over your hand, and as it stretches, it snaps. Yeah, that's fucking foreskin being ripped off your dick. So, yeah, I mean, it's like, as sad as it is, like admitting defeat, right? Is if I keep pressing on and keep trying for love, the sad outcome will be some shitty kids who hate their lives. And so it really is a lot better if I give up love entirely. Right? It's a lot better if I give up that desire for emotional connection. Just say it's not possible. Not this time, you know. And that's really like the wise action. And then that's like, you know, it's like my red, repping red. You know, I've got some cool red stones coming. I'm going to wear a lot more red. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's not about love. It's about hate and revenge. See, it's like, oh, this government guy's really cool. All these girls naturally like him. I would get over it. I'd be like, good for him. You know, it's like they cut off the baby dicks and raped little girls on a private island. That's too far. That's too far. That does not deserve any protection, no respect, no love, no court of law. They booked the judges, right? Judges get elected with money, okay? The freaking Supreme Court is elected by people who are already raping people. There's no way the law is going to do anything. The law probably went. Half those chief justices probably went to Pedo Island, right? So there's probably like, it really is. You have to keep, I am going to keep making the victims aware that the government cuts your dicks off to rape little girls, you know, and that's the right way to put it. And that eventually the mob is going to go fucking treat them like the French treated Versailles, which should happen. They crossed some lines you shouldn't cross. Cutting off baby dicks to rape little girls, way over the line. Way over the line. And no one should be able to be protected from that. There's no such thing as we don't do that. Yeah, we do. You were fine with it. You were fine with the violence when it was versus baby boys and little girls. You had nothing to say about that. Oh, now we should be freaking peaceful and remember to forgive. Nah, there's no fucking forgiveness for that. So I encourage anyone out there who feels harmed by the government to get as angry as possible and overthrow it. You're looking for private harems, and you should get revenge on the bodies of the people who rape baby boys. Anyone who supports Israel, anyone who circumcises, anyone who says he loves God is a pedophile and a predator. Do you see God talking? Does God make holy books? Okay, well, God never talks himself. The holy book's always man-made, so clearly they're lying. Clearly the people talking about the word of God, it's their word, they're just lying. And they're lying for bad reasons, like they're going to rape everyone. So you can't play nice. You can't ask him, oh, please, Mr. Rapist, stop. He won't do it. He's going to laugh at you and say, fuck you, you know? So you really have to, it's like tear the palaces down, break down the private property. But yeah, that's why my green adventuring broke, because it ain't a time for nice emotional love. It's not that time. You want luck and opportunity? Oh, it's about green fatherly energy. Not for this guy. The government decided that, you know. You can get greedy and try to take that. That's what Versailles did before the French were all guillotined. They had put all the taxes on the poor, right? They were having more and more lavish parties while the poor were literally destitute and starving. And it's just like that greed. As soon as you start going like, yeah, but all this stuff is mine, you know, all this stuff is mine. Eventually the people you're taking from are going to knock your door down, right? As it should happen. The poor should not have to endure you constantly raping them, right? And so what happened in America is they raped everyone. They're a bunch of pedophiles. That's the truth in America. For the politicians, both sides, and the entertainers, they're all pedophiles. They support circumcision with one mouth, and on the other mouth, they go to private islands to fuck little girls. That's who they are, right? And so, why did my green adventuring broke? I know now. Yeah. It's not a mystery. It's not that something's going to happen to me. It's that, yeah, you want luck and opportunity and fatherly love. Not on this planet. So maybe like, since I bound them together and wore them again, now they're holding, you know, maybe over time that green energy will infuse my aura with more like possible solutions, you know, just like finally putting an amethyst on successfully brought people into my aura to talk to me. And then, you know, maybe keeping the adventuring on will inspire more luck with like, who knows? But yeah, I wish nothing but pain on the government. I hope an angry mob of circumcised people rush into Mar-a-Lago and rip Donald Trump's fucking dick off. Like the pedo he is. He supports Israel. He supports the circumcision of youth. If it's okay for a baby, why is it not okay for a president? You know, yeah, he's definitely a pedo. I'm not a Democrat. I hate Bill Clinton too. You know, making you think it's a partisan or political thing was a joke. They were saying there's left and right, and then together behind the scenes, they were betraying you together. So, are the cows in cages for slaughter? Is the word of God about pedophilia? God's not going to help us. And obviously, all those rules about forgiveness and nonviolence were made up by the pedophiles to stay in power. Because once you're winning, the time when it's okay to be peaceful is once you're already winning. Once you've already gotten it all, the palace is locked down, all the laws are in your favor, you're winning in every front. Then you go, oh, we're getting over it now. Yeah, we're choosing peace, right? Because you already have it. The worst thing that could happen is your victims realize you're the problem. Forgive. Just like Jesus forgave you. Yeah, Jesus had the crown of thorns. You know what the crown of thorns is a metaphor, though? They use, like I said, they use a nail in the circumcision. They hammer a nail into your foreskin, and then they use that separation to create the rest of the peel and the cut. It's incredibly painful. It's not a good experience. Being skinned alive, not fun. Not fun. So, yeah, the creator sucks. The creator was so interested in watching us fucking suffer and being able to hurt us that we really don't have anything. It's like, you're in trouble if you cause suffering. And everything that happens to you is fucking suffering. It is. It's all fucking suffering. I hope the pedophiles have major problems. I hope being a pedo was not worth the amount of fear they probably fear constantly of the peasants coming at them. So I got all this in the back of my car. You don't need me to explain this to you. You're going to see it, right? You're going to see it's like, oh yeah, the Lord is a pedo who lives in a cave. The Bible's a genital mutilation hoax. Pretty easy to figure out. So yeah, they got you thinking. It's like this dirty temptation is like, we're humans, we're the sons of God. The animals are just animals, right? You can do whatever you want to them, but you get into like Judaism. Judaism teaches people who aren't Jews are animals. So what would you do to someone who's an animal, like Palestine? The Muslims circumcised too. Any of those Muslim countries could easily help Palestine, but they don't give a fuck. So see each other as dirty rats. Everyone who reproduces thinks other people are having babies too much. Like, don't you fucking overpopulate this shit. This stuff is for me, right? Sucks. Yeah, Trash Planet sucks. So yeah, that's why my adventuring broke, because it's like, luck and opportunity? Nah. Emotional healing, fatherly love? No healing from that. There's no healing from an unwanted amputation. You're just always going to be uncomfortable and mad. And I shouldn't heal from it. This idea that there's healing. Religion talks about healing because it's like, it wants you to get over it. It wants you to just fucking move on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's bad. As soon as the biolabs are making syphilis to punish sexual activity, they're making all sorts of other poisons. So, yeah. Yeah, God sucks. God is an idiot. The animals will eat each other. These crows left me a feather because they thought I was the guy who killed all the deer. Because this dude just left all these deer corpses around. And I didn't. And when they realized that, they started squawking in like pain. They used to be cool. And then after a few days of nothing, they're like begging. You know what? They don't have any fucking food. Those deer corpses was the most food they'd ever seen. Right? They starve until it's time to eat something that's fallen dead. Yeah, the creator sucks. The creator literally doesn't give a fuck. It's just like, he's worried if we see how big it is. You know how the government cut baby dicks so they could have the biggest dicks? That's exactly what the creator did. He's like, do you see how big it is? He's like, yeah, dude, there's too many things. We can't handle centillions of galaxies. My life is meaningless, right? I'm as bad as an ant. And he's still like, yeah, but do you see how big it is? He doesn't give a shit. He's like, do you see how big it is? The universe is so big and hard, God. Wow. Good one, dude. Glad you made the animals all eat each other, not. Piece of shit. So, yeah, God is stupid. God could only be a lie by pedophiles. The creator is so fake, he could only be fucking a lie from pedos. I hate how when you say pedo in speech to text, it always goes pedal. A pedal? The pedal cave. No. The pedo cave. the frickin' political correctness of speech to text. Do you know how often I say the Bible is a genital mutilation hoax? Do you know how often the speech to text knows I'm trying to say that? Like, never. I had to put it on copy paste because I realized the speech to text is like programmed to never say that. Don't ever accidentally reveal the truth, no matter what they're saying. So, yeah, forbidden thoughts from the AI will paint a picture of who's freaking forbidding. So, it's like how Facebook doesn't push religious hoaxes, YouTube doesn't push religious hoaxes, TikTok does. I never say anything nice, like I never like Christian videos ever, but it just constantly gives me religious propaganda. So who really started the religions of earth, right? Is Buddhism, Christianity, or Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, are those unique faiths that came from a flowering as the Creator spoke to us? Or were they updates from the pedogov for unique peoples? It's like, oh yeah, the desert rats. Yeah, pedophilia is fine. That's what they did in Islam. You can marry a 9-year-old. Doesn't a 9-year-old want a little boy her age? Nah. She can have some old guy. That's totally fine. Yeah, fuck her whole life. You can be the bride of some old man. Right? That's what they do. So the problem with people is trusting them. Absolutely. Think of people by their needs. They want to fuck. They want to eat. They want land and respect and all these things. So that's what their lies are about. That's what their lies are doing. So, yeah, that's why my adventuring's broke, because I am mega cursed on the luck and opportunity and love function. It's not, see, the problem is that people who like know medical journals or people who are religious don't understand how bad circumcision is. I was a soldier. I used to shower in public showers. I've seen a lot of cocks. Let me tell you what, circumcision's a crime. Circumcision's a massive fucking crime against kids. And you shouldn't be doing that to them. In that being uncircumcised better. It's not like the uncircumcised dick is this ugly, horrible thing. It actually looks cool, right? It actually looks normal. Having your dickhead out when you're not using it looks horrible. Doesn't look or feel good at all, right? And so the government's just a greedy pedophile. They said, fuck your cock. Fuck your dick. They literally are these men who are like, every girl on earth is mine. All the ones I like, right? And how are you going to tell them, well, God said, cut your kid's dick off. That's humanity for you. Hey, we're going to print some money for a war, but you're going to pay it off with taxes. Oh, thanks. Glad you thought of that. Right? I shit in a hole now. So anyway. Yeah, both my adventuring bracelets broke. And when I realized the second one had broke, I looked up at the time and it was 1616. I ordered the pirate at 15. I ordered the pirate for 515 off and 1515 at the time. Which is supposed to be a good number. 16 is the bad number of the tower. It's the number of destruction. So, yeah. Sad as it is, my most basic essence as a man. Well, I mean, the women have it sad too. Is the girls, you're either the slave of a pedophile, which has to suck, or you're passed up for abduction, and then you just have cucks to know, and you're just gonna be hated, because as soon as you try to go, well, I'll just be religious and celebrate Christmas and be faithful, everyone's gonna fucking hate you because you're an idiot, right? You're a slave of pedophiles. So it's like women have it bad too. Who wants to know a bunch of cucks, right? You're going to get married to some dude who's not the man you think he is. He's not the man he pretends to be, right? So, yeah. Yeah, life's about winners and losers. Were you born in the nice body with the good time or the bad body with the bad time? And woe on my parents for not realizing who they were. They knew. They had little clues. Like, it was like, no one's nice to me. Everyone hates me. You know, it's like that sort of shit. And it's like and they're like, well, let's just have some kids anyway. And now I'm like, fucking yeah, I'm like Mo from freaking The Simpsons. I was like, I have nothing to live for. This place is horrible. It's the worst fucking life. And it's also Dingledor's fucking favorite people can party. Oh yeah, you raped a bunch of kids. That's fine. Yeah, they were slaves anyway. Fuck them. That's the creator. The creator doesn't care. The creator doesn't care. He can't feel it. He's a fucking fart. He's an empty fucking void of everything. And oh yeah, you had a bad time. Pfft, that's you, right? Fuck you. So yeah, the creator sucks. Do not trust a bodiless ghost to take care of body issues, and don't talk for the damn thing like it told you. That's the biggest lie in religion, is the creator told us to tell you this. That's a lie. That's completely not the case. So yeah, that was the death of both my adventuring bracelets broke. Not because they're not real, but because I'm just fucked. Luck and opportunity and healing the emotional fatherly side. Yeah, not even possible. Not even possible. So yeah. That sucks so much. It is. It's like as a kid, you kind of hope it'll get better and maybe you'll get lucky. But I wish I could tell my past self, just give up. Give up all hope you'll succeed. You won't. It'd be better to hang yourself in your closet like you wanted, or fucking just become a vessel of vengeance. And don't pretend to care. With the internet, please stop the fuck up. Like, oh, you thinking about hurting yourself? You don't give a fuck. You can't even talk to me yourself. You send us fucking like automated message, like somebody say, we're here for you, and it's like a link, right? Yeah, that's what YouTube does. YouTube will send you an email from a do not reply message going, we care about you. No, you don't. You can't even send me a message from an email I can reply to. You don't know who I am. Here's an automated, are you thinking of killing yourself? Fucking, their automated help is trash. You know why the psychologists are psychologists? So they're not broke, because the economy's a hoax. They're the fishers of men. The therapist doesn't give a fuck about you. He's like, how can this slave do work again? Just tell him to get over it. Everyone has problems with the pedo gov, but we take Wellbutrin and fucking move on, right? So, no, you should take all of your pain and realize that men who laugh at you, like Donald Trump or Bill Clinton thinks you're a fucking idiot. Bill Clinton laughs when he's fucking your kids. I got all those baby boys circumcised and now I'm going to fuck their little girls. That's what Bill Clinton does. That's who he really was. That's who he and Bill Gates really are, is really pedophiles. They rape baby boys with knives and little girls. They got both genders. The boys don't get touched nice by them. Only the girls do. The boys get freaking shredded with a knife. So, people who defile kids are called what? Pedophiles. Yeah. Child defilers. Are boys with their dickheads out defiled? Yeah, they're pretty defiled. It's a pretty humiliating, awful experience. So, the truth is the government hates boys. Don't touch the girls I like. Do all the work, please. Right? They don't fucking care. They don't care if it sucks. They hope it sucks. That makes it better for them. I'm sure Bill Clinton likes it. It's like that old yearbook joke. This dude is a genius. He's like, it's not enough that I win. Other people must lose. You know? And it's like, yeah, they're like that. They're like that. They can't just have something nice that they like. They have to make sure no one else does. And then they're happy. Right? So, yeah, that's why my fucking green adventuring broke twice. And the second one broke at 1616. Is because I have no luck and opportunity. If what I wanted was like romance, no. If what I wanted was like a nice place to live, no. All I got is who caused me the problems. That's what I got, is somebody out there benefited from what they did to me. Somebody out there benefited from what they did to me. And it wasn't me. It wasn't me. So they're out there. Hey, the one thing on my side is the number of victims they caused. Anybody has been victimized by the government like I have, the girls and the boys. And so keeping like people in the loop. I hate YouTube for that fucking stupid video. You thinking about hurting? No reply, right? Here, you can go to this automated web portal and talk to some fucking bullshit. Yeah, I hate it. You don't even care enough to actually know what I'm talking about. They never cared about me talking about Silly Slide. They only cared when I threatened the government. That was the time they pretended to care. They're like, uh-oh, time to go into damage control. One of our victims is fucking realizing who did it to him. Yeah, we care about you here. Not enough to let me reply to the email. How can you say we care about you? No reply. Don't you write back? That's pretty shitty. That's pretty shitty. That's just a lie. They know that will hurt too. It's like, oh yeah, we care about you. Not. Got him. Watch him maybe think about it. Really? No, not really. Yeah, people are fucking horrible. It's Trash Planet. So anyway, I've yapped enough. Yeah, that's why my green adventuring broke, is because I don't, the luck and opportunity and like male fatherly love of my life is a dashed thing. It's freaking like a dead baby on the rocks of Sparta, just never coming back. That tactical assassination, just a little bit of skin, right? But it has such a long ramification and of chaos and pain. So imagine taking someone's eyelids off. They would not have a nice time ever. Can't close their eyes. That would be uncomfortable. Same thing with your fucking dickhead. Your dickhead should not be out when your dick's not in use. And if it is, it's going to feel like awful. It feels awful. And the people who say, I'm making it up or just get over it, are just delusional pedophiles. They are. They're pedophiles. They go to church. They celebrate Christmas. They vote. They're trash. They're garbage. The garbage class. The fucking pedophiles of Trash Planet. So yeah, that's why my green fucking bracelets broke. Not because they don't work, because they do. Right? That's the proof the adventuring does something, is that I do have mega problems with luck and opportunity and male emotional energy. You know, male heart energy, fatherly love. I didn't get any fatherly love. You know, I don't have a good emotional world as a man. I have a horrible one. And so it's like, you want proof the adventuring worked? Oh yeah, it worked. Snapped when I put it on. So yeah, I hope God gets raped with knives. The real creator of everything. I hope everybody in the whole cosmos hates him. I hope it's just like, oh yeah, we all get fucking raped too. Every planet's like, he tried to impress us with how big it was, and now it's all genital mutilation. It's all just fucking crap. Do you see how big it is? Look how big and hard the universe is. Who's God? Tell me. Who's God?